as the COVID vaccine programme continues to roll out across the country. Yesterday, one of our own and the This Morning team received their injection.
Yeah, Dr Ranj filmed what happened behind the scenes as he attended his very first appointment.
So I've just arrived at the vaccination centre. I'm having it done at work because we have a programme at work where they're vaccinating frontline workers and I qualify. I've just joined the queue. I've already registered and filled out various forms the other day, so hopefully this process is going to be quite quick. It's extra important for me to have it because I am from a minority ethnic background. That puts me at slightly higher risk, and I'm a frontline worker, so it's really, really important I protect myself, my patients and my colleagues. So I've had my jab, my 15 minutes of observation afterwards are over. I feel absolutely fine. It was so quick and easy and slick. I'm all done and off home. And there we go. It's bedtime. I feel absolutely fine. Not had any side effects or symptoms at all. I am going to bed feeling reassured that in a few weeks' time, I'm going to be so much better protected, which is great for me, those around me and my patients. So yeah, I'm happy. Good night.
Oh, good stuff. Ranj joins us now to explain more. Good morning, Doctor.
Morning.
How you doing?
I'm good.
You're looking good.
Do you know what? Other than a little bit of a sore arm, a bit of a headache, and just feeling, you know, when you feel like you're coming down with something, I've just got that, nothing else. And that's totally expected. I mean, you get loads of information when you go for your jab as to what to expect afterwards. And these are common side effects. And it is a sign that your immune system is working. Your immune system is recognising the vaccine. It's making antibodies and T cells. And this is how you should feel. And it's temporary. So actually, I feel all right.
So which vaccine did you have?
I had the Oxford AstraZeneca one. That was the one that was approved more recently.
Yeah.
That's the one that you don't have to store at -70, so it's a bit easier to distribute and give out to people. But obviously, we have two vaccines that have been approved in this country, the Pfizer-BioNTech one and also the Oxford AstraZeneca one. They work on slightly different principles, but they both train your immune system to do the same thing, which is to fight coronavirus if you encounter it. They can't give you coronavirus, but they train you to fight it.
I don't want to put you on the spot, but you were saying that if you get the first vaccine, that's the all-important. Do you think that they're going about this the right way in terms of getting the first vaccine first and then...
Yeah, so loads of people have had questions about this, and I completely understand. So, the Joint Committee for Vaccination and Immunisation is an independent body, and the MHRA is a regulator in this country. They decide how we do vaccines.
Right.
They decide. So they've taken information from the manufacturer that is published and not published. It's not the manufacturer that decides how vaccines should be given. They are an independent body that look at it and say, right, actually, this is the best way. And because cases are surging so fast and hospitals are on the cusp of being overwhelmed, and I work in one of them, we need to vaccinate as many people as possible because you know that getting one dose out to double the number of people gives them at least 70% protection. Yeah. So we might just break the back of this pandemic just by doing that, and that's the priority, get as many people protected as soon as possible.
And what about this new strain, though? There's a brand new strain.
Yeah.
Are the vaccines going to work against this new strain?
This is the South African strain.
Yeah. So there are... Actually, over time, there have been various different strains of coronavirus around because it changes all the time. Yeah. But every now and again, there's a big change that makes it behave slightly differently. And the thing about the Kent strain and the South African strain is that they are likely to be more infectious. They don't look like they cause any more severe disease. But the big worry was, are they going to escape the vaccine? Is the vaccine going to be able to target them? There's no evidence that says it can't so far, which is great. And also, a very small study came out of about 20 people where they looked at some blood samples from patients, and it looked as though the Pfizer-BioNTech one was definitely going to work against it. Even if the virus mutates, these vaccines are adaptable. We can change them if we need to as well. So this...
It's almost like you've got the base and then you add to it?
Yes, and these vaccines have been developed on existing technology. I know they've happened quickly, but they've happened quickly and been developed quickly because we've sped up the process to make it more efficient. We've still had all the safety checks in place. That has not been compromised. We've thrown money at this internationally, and we used existing technology we already had from previous SARS cases.
Are you hearing people are quite nervous about getting the vaccine?
Yeah, and I was too. I completely understand. Yeah, initially. But then, do you know what I did? I listened to the experts. One of the professors who worked on the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine is a paediatrician who is one of the most intelligent, sensible and honest people I know. And I spoke to him. I was lucky enough to speak to him because I worked in a documentary that looked at the Oxford vaccine. And do you know what? There is no conspiracy. There is no fake news. All medical treatments have potential side effects. But in the cases of these, and we've looked The trials looked at tens of thousands of people. We've already immunised 1.5 million people in this country. That's a huge number of people. We haven't seen a huge number of significant side effects from it. We get minor side effects. I trust this programme. It is the best line of defence we have, and I would encourage everyone to get it if you're eligible.
It seems like Boris is going to be rolling out the army. They're going to be doing battle preparation techniques to roll this out.
Yeah.
And aren't you trained in...
Well, I've volunteered to be a vaccinator because I vaccinate anyway at work.
Yeah.
But there's a certain programme that you have to go through to be a COVID vaccinator. The army have been called in because we need to distribute these vaccines to the places where they're going to give them to people. And that's currently where a bottleneck is, the supply and the distribution. I'm so glad they're bringing in the army because we need to set up as many vaccination sites as possible.
Well, I was going to ask that. Can pharmacists play a part in that?
I'm sure all healthcare professionals should be able to. Some pharmacists already provide the flu vaccine service. Dentists should be able to do it. Other allied healthcare professionals. If you're not a healthcare professional, you can still volunteer to be on the admin and support side. So it's not just for healthcare professionals, but do you know what? There's no shortage of people who are stepping forward to help out.
Yeah.
GPs are ready and waiting. We need to get the vaccine out to them.
Can I just quickly say, there was a story about a 92-year-old woman in London who was actually scammed into paying £160.
It's disgusting, isn't it?
And we don't even know what that vaccination was. So there is fraud out there as well.
And she's not the only person that's been scammed. These vaccines are not available privately in this country at all at this stage. So please, if somebody says you can pay to get a vaccine done or get it done privately, if you've got any concerns, don't do it. Call up someone and check.
Oh, Dr Ranj, thank you so much.
You just feel better when he's here, don't you?
When Ranj is here, you know it's
Can you
gonna
just
be
always
all right.
just be sat there?
I feel great. Apologies for the gratuitous partial nudity in that video.
Listen,
if you're going to go for your vaccine, wear some sensible clothes. Wear some sensible clothes.
So am I going to be all right?
You got it, flaunt it, Ranj.
Are you sure?
Do you know what? We are from...
Because I reject everything. I reject men. I've rejected pins and needles,
So
pins
do
and
I.
plates in my foot.
I mean,
Well, I reject it. Are you sure I'm going to be all right, Ranj?
Yeah, do you know what? It's low risk, and it's especially important that people like you and I have it because we are from black and minority ethnic backgrounds. We are at slightly higher risk.
Thank you, Ranj. It's been lovely. Thank you so
pleasure.
much.
Thank you.
Feel safer now.